Hello, good morning, everyone. We are from Group 2. We want to present about work ethics and values across cultures. Before we start the presentation, I will introduce our friends. My name is Nadia Sabilla Ramadhani, Azmi Azaria, Fitrothul Mukaromah, Reza Ahmad Zahid, Syaif Ali, and Wisnu Rahhardi. Next.
Okay. Work ethic in the Western countries, the Middle East, and in Asian countries. Western countries. Western work culture places a strong emphasis on people who take initiative, deserve. Also, Western workplace typically profit include dressing appropriately and delivering quality work. Collective social in West and in schedules. Last thing that you should pay attention to in the workplace is teamwork. Western workplace they collaborate on their project.
Okay, and the next point is the Middle East work ethic. So the first point is proper greetings. We should know our do's and don'ts in creating our business college in the Middle East, because some religious restriction may prohibit physical interaction between the opposite sex. While dealing with person of the same sex, however, there are no restrictions. And for the next point is do not shy away from direct eye contact, as Westerners may find prolonged eye contact to be aggressive or uncomfortable. People in the region might stare at us out of curiosity, friendliness, or admiration. Avoiding direct eye contact with the person we are talking to might be perceived as arrogant. And the next point is saving face. Do not be direct if we are disagree. People in the Middle East tend to be sensitive about their image and honor. When we are disagree to a certain point, do not be firm and straightforward. Instead, make sure to have a one-by-one conversation after the meeting. And the next point is your word is your bond. When dealing with Middle Eastern, we must be careful when we're making promise, because they think that our spoken promise is more important than our written promise, because they think that what we speak is more important. And the next point is arrive on time. Middle Eastern people do not view time in the same way as in the West. While they might not show up on time themselves, they will expect us to do so as sign of respect. Therefore, we must embrace patience and a book while enjoying our beverage provided, and not let the inconsistency bother us. And the last point is personal over professional. So people in Middle East tend to love to do small talk before the meeting, and therefore we should prepare to join a small talk and talk about our personal things, as it is to make a friendliness among us and the colleges.
Okay, the next aspect is from Asian work ethic. The first one is group motivated. Maybe this is the most visible aspect, right, of differences between Asian work ethic and other region work ethic. Here, Asian have been taught to endeavor success to create harmony with their colleagues rather than individual glory. For instance, there is someone who has done his work at 5 p.m. Maybe in other cultures, he goes directly home. Meanwhile, in Asia, people might stay in the office until all workers are ready to go home or his boss permit him to go. The next one is the communication style. Communication is also a significant aspect to be considered since most countries in Asia are very sensitive to politeness. In another country, people might be more direct, straightforward, even might be seen as aggressive. In Asian lens point of view, it is different with Asian culture in that they tend to be more indirect while communicating with others. The next one is showing respect during conversations. This is related to previous aspect, communication style in Asia, that Asian people are very sensitive to politeness. So it makes our attitude when we have conversation important, like how we show our respect to our interlocutors. It is a good thing if we look first at how our interlocutors do, like whether they shake hand or bow to show their respects. Avoiding intimate physical contact is recommended since it can be considered impolite except they do it first. So actually this is the last one, building trust and relationships. So small talk in Asian culture is a good thing, even though there are some cultures consider small talk is too much because they want to keep work and personal life separate. In Asian, small talk can be a bridge to bond more with other colleagues. For example, we start a conversation with our new colleagues by discussing their native language, or even just talking about our hobby and other light topics. It is a good start to building trust and relationship between employees. However, avoid talking about religion and politics is recommended in this aspect. Okay, the next slide will be explained by my friend.
Okay. Why is it important to know the differences in work ethics and values across cultures? The first one is increasing productivity. Applying good ethics and understanding cultural differences in the work environment will certainly increase productivity. It is no secret that the more productive the employers, the more likely company's target will be achieved. It is going to be a challenge to achieve target without productivity, as a company might lose its competitiveness with other companies. Okay, for the second, growth of sense of enthusiasm. When every employee in a company applies good ethics and respect cultural differences, a sense of enthusiasm flourishes. Employees who working certainly be able to complete their job properly and on time, which will the company. And of great employees who apply and have a good understanding of cultural differences will achieve greater success. This can be obtained because those employees generally apply a positive attitude at work and respect fellow co-workers. They are also disciplined and responsible. With all these positive traits, they can surely make a real contribution for the company. Okay, for the next slide.
Okay, what may happen if work values are breached either by the company or the employee? Give an example. So the result of breach of work values can result in many things. For the employee, it can result in warnings, disciplinary action, or even terminations. For the company, it could damage the reputation. It could reinforce legal issues and even lower work morale and productivity, which can also lead to demonstration or strike. So I quite understand is the recently completed case of the SAG-AFTRA strike where blue-collar workers scraping the bottom of the barrel because of terrible salary and poor work environment from the movie industry. Next slide, please.
Make some points about work ethics and values in Indonesia for foreigners who wants to work in Indonesia. We have several points. First is collaboration. The work culture in Indonesia emphasizes teamwork and collective decision making with some collaboration with other teams. Next is hierarchical. The workplace tends to be hierarchical, respecting maturity and seniority, so there is still a lot of seniority in the Indonesian workforce. Next is professionalism and respect. Being professional at all times is very important because being professional is looked upon variably, including showing respect to coworkers and harmony. There is a strong emphasis on managing harmony and avoiding conflict in the workplace, because if conflict will affect that has been established. Next is friendly atmosphere. In Indonesia, work often friendly and relaxed environments where personal questions creating harmony in the workplace. And the last one, valuing building and maintaining good relationship is a crucial in Indonesia work culture, which affect decision making and collaboration. Next.
Okay, so that's all of our presentation. Thank you for listening and goodbye.